Yes, thank you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to our conference. I'm Ting Song from China. Today, we invite young people from all walks of life who pay attention to climate change and give full play to the power of youth. They have their story to share with us. So let's welcome the first speaker, Wenbo Lu.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Wenbo Lu from Jinan, Shandong Province, China. I'm currently studying fine arts in St. Petersburg, Russia. I'm also the scuba diving instructor of PADI. Today, I'm honored to be invited and able to stand here to share with you my personal experience with you. And discuss how global climate change is profoundly affecting our precious marine environment and marine life. My dives have taken me to Russia, Southeast Asia, and countries around the Mediterranean, and each time I witnessed the beauty and fragility of the ocean. My hometown is a country with enriched traditional culture. It's very far away from the ocean. I only get to see the ocean until I was 12 years old. Little would I know that today I'm studying here, sharing in sea temperatures is enough to trigger a breakdown of symbiotic relationship between the coral and the algae, causing the coral to lose its color and ultimately increase its risk of death. The loss of coral reefs not only destroying the diversity of marine ecology, but also affects fish and other marine life that rely on coral reefs, their habitat. Number 2, sea level rise and ecosystem reconstruction. Timor-Leste's coastline has witnessed the direct consequences of rising sea levels. As the sea level rise, many low-lying islands and coastline community faces the risk of flooding. Not only stress of large reduce, but also destroying the habitat of marine life and activate the bleeds of their entire coastal ecosystem. Number 3, acidification and biodiversity loss. Doing diving activity in Thailand and Philippines, I observed the ocean. Acidification calcified organisms such as corals, shellfish, and salty fish plays. The excessive uptake of carbon dioxide leads to acidification forever and reduce the pH posing to the survival of their organisms and the future worsen the loss of biodiversity. Number 4, reduction of ecosystem services. While I was diving in Russia Arctic waters, it was cold, but not it should be. Glacial ice melting and an alarming rate, also affected by climate change. The loss of ice affects not only the survival to top predators, such as polar bears, but also dynamics of the ecosystems, including the base of the marine food chain. The impact of global climate change on marine ecosystems is comprehensive and profound. As the largest carbon sink on Earth, the ocean plays a key role in regulating the global climate. However, when increasing temperatures, rising sea levels, ocean acidification, and increased extreme weather events, marine ecosystems are under unprecedented stress. As a PADI instructor, when I'm teaching or leading dive trips, I always tell my students and the people I deal with that we need to understand the history of every dev state we go to. By understanding an area context, why it is the way it is, and how the underwater environment is changing in the area today, we can better maintain the ecology of that sea area. In my spare time, I participate in underwater coral research and underwater environmental monitoring. We also organize people to carry out diving activities to survival marine garbage so as to contribute to cleaning the ocean as much as we are able. I have also introduced people around me to documentary about the ocean. My goal is to help as many people as possible to better and more clearly understand the control marine environment and how climate change affects impact of the ocean. Let's take this responsibility together to ensure that our ocean can always be alive for us, the divers. Every dive is not only enjoying, but also reminding us of our responsibility to protect ocean. Thank you for your listening, and let's work together for the future of the ocean.
Okay, thank you for your sharing, and let's welcome the next speaker, Shikai Li.
Good afternoon, friends, colleagues, and guests. I know we have all went through a long day, so thank you very much for being here. My name is Li Shikai. I'm from Shandong, China, and British Columbia, Canada. Today, I want to talk about a fundamental truth. Our environmental and political challenges are not separate. They are interconnected, reinforcing one another in ways that threaten the stability of our world. When the environment is under stress, communities feel it deeply. When political systems are unstable, the environment often pays the price. As we consider our future through the guiding values of the United Nations and the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, it is important to understand this relationship if we are to go forward with a perspective of a peaceful, stable, and sustainable future. Political instability is a significant barrier to effective environmental governance. Nations facing conflict or governance deficits often lack the capacity for proactive environmental policy making. Such states are left in reactive governance, only focused on short-term crisis management rather than forward-looking comprehensive strategies. Consequently, environmental degradation are left unchecked, untreated, and eventually rampant, threatening the socio-political structures and intensifying vulnerabilities. We see a recent striking example in Afghanistan. Since the Taliban's takeover in 2021, the country's governance has been in a delicate state, with political instability affecting every aspect of Afghan society. Compounded by years of conflict, Afghanistan is facing one of its worst droughts in decades. The lack of effective governance and limited international cooperation have made it nearly impossible to implement necessary environmental policies or disaster preparedness measures. As a result, its communities are struggling with severe water shortages, agricultural collapse, and food insecurity. This is where the principles of the United Nations, especially the UNFCCC, play a leading role. The framework emphasizes that climate action isn't solely about protecting the nature. It also fosters stability, peace, and justice. Agreements like the Paris Agreement lay the groundwork for global cooperation. But these commitments shall be adopted, translating words into tangible solutions for real communities. The Green Climate Fund, known as GCF, a mechanism under the UNFCCC, provides a compelling model for how climate finance can support resilience. By financing adaptation projects in regions like West Africa, the GCF strengthens local food systems, upholds sustainable practices, and support of water resource management. Such initiatives equip communities to withstand environmental shocks and to mitigate the effect of other unstable factors. Through strategic climate finance, we are not just promoting environmental resilience, but also fostering social cohesion and worldwide stability. As representatives of our nations and the younger generation, we carry a responsibility to act decisively, fostering a world where environmental security underpins global stability. The values of the United Nations remind us that our shared vulnerabilities can become our greatest strengths, guiding us toward unity, collaboration, and transformative action. We are called to bridge the gap between policy frameworks and on-the-ground realities. We align our actions with the very principles that brought us together under this global institution. Today, let us reaffirm our commitment to a holistic approach that acknowledges the inseparability of environmental sustainability and political stability. Let us pledge to move forward with clarity, determination, and the shared vision of a peaceful, resilient, and sustainable future. Thank you.
Thank you for your sharing, and let's welcome the next speaker, Zirui Zhao.
Hello everyone, this is Zirui Zhao from Shanghai, China. I am excited today to talk about a topic that not only interests many, but also is crucial for our future: affordable and clean energy. As we all know, global warming and climate change caused by the emission of greenhouse gases has caused devastating consequences for our futures and global ecosystems. Adopting clean energy can provide many benefits to our society. First, renewable energy actually is one of the most affordable power options in most regions of the world. The cost of electricity from solar power fell by 85% between 2010 and 2020, making it one of the most competitive energy sources available today. Costs of onshore and offshore wind energy fell by 56% and 48% respectively. Secondly, clean energy contributes to healthier air quality and less air pollution. According to the WHO, about 99% of world population breathes air that contains unhealthy particulates in quantities that exceed air quality limits. According to the WHO, 99% of the world population breathes air that contains unhealthy particulates in quantities that exceed air quality limits. Adopting clean energy will reduce the level of unhealthy fine particulate matter and nitrogen dioxide in the air. Thirdly, the clean energy industry creates more jobs than traditional energy industries. Every dollar of investment in renewable is estimated to create 3 times as many jobs than in the fossil fuel industry, in both skilled and unskilled labor markets. According to a report by United Nations, by 2030, a net gain of 9 million jobs is predicted by investment in clean energy. Lastly, clean energy also helps countries to get rid of dependencies on imported fossil fuels. This is especially important in a world of conflicts and lack of stability due to oil production and ownership. Due to the enormous benefits and affordability of clean energy, the investment in the clean energy market continues to grow. Investment in clean energy has greatly accelerated since 2020. As of now, the spending on renewable power is higher than total spending on traditional power such as oil, gas, and coal. By 2025, renewable energy is predicted to account for 35% of all power generation worldwide. As citizens, we can do our part in adopting clean energy however possible, such as installing solar energy panels at home, purchasing electricity from renewable sources, and normalizing electric cars. As someone passionate about clean energy, I am committed to pursuing a degree in this field and aspire to become an engineer who will contribute to the advancement of sustainable energy solutions for future generations. Thank you.
Sorry? Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ting Song, an educational practitioner from China. Today, I'm here to discuss with you a major issue related to the future of mankind, climate change. As an educational practitioner, I believe it's a crucial topic. In this global fight against climate change, the actions of young people and the power of various groups, much like the breakdown, are gradually lighting our path forward. From the perspective of humanistic care, young people have shown deep concern for global climate change. They are well aware that the problems of rising sea levels, the frequent occurrence of extreme weather, and the reduction of biodiversity brought about by climate change are not just cold date and distant concepts, but also close related to the survival and well-being of countless lives. These actions, based on humanistic care, not only reflects the kindness and the responsibility of young people, but also sends a positive signal to the world. No one will be left behind on the road to addressing climate change. In the field of pedagogy, young people play an important role in knowledge dissemination and conceptual change. They use schools, communities, and other platforms to actively carry out environmental education activities. Through educational activities, young people build a bridge of communication between people from different countries and different culture and different social backgrounds, which promotes the dissemination and sharing of environmental protection concepts around the world. From the perspective of communication, young people are the main force of information dissemination in the new era. With the help of modern communication tools such as social media, young people can quickly deliver information about climate change to all corners of the world. During the COP29, young people let more people know about the process and achievements of the conference through online and broadcast, social media sharing, and allowing people around the world to participate in the discussion of climate change. This communication force not only expand the international influence of climate change issues, but also promotes public support for the exchange and cooperation between countries. However, our journey is far from over. Looking forward to the next COP30, we have higher expectations for the strength of youth. We hope that more young people can actively engage in responding to climate change and continue to give full play to their unique advantages in humanistic care, education, climate change, and other aspects. We call on governments and all international community to provide more support and opportunities for young people so that their voice can be louder in the international area and their actions will be more powerful in the process of dealing with climate change. Young friends, let's continue to spread the voice of the world, give full play to the strength of youth, and move forward bravely on the road to deal with climate change. Because we have been acting, and our actions are related to the future of mankind. Thank you so much. Okay, does anyone else want to ask the questions to our speakers?
Well, technically, we're not collaborating with particular organizations. We're just here to express our
I'll
voice.
ask the question again, just so that it's recorded. What main organizations are you collaborating with?
Well, technically, we're not collaborating with any particular organizations. We're just here today to express our voice as the representatives of the younger generation, and we have an educator here who's amplifying how the role of education can root the belief of sustainability in the heart of youth. Yeah.
Okay, oh, this one.
Hello, 赵子睿。Education, how do you implement green concepts? Thank you.
Can you ask again?
Education, how do you implement green concepts?
Okay, so in our high school, we have established a club, and in that club, we have make up some activities. For example, we will have donation every month to give to those children who maybe live in a poor environments or who didn't have enough money to get equal education, and we have every month to donate money for them. And also we have some set up some speech in our theater to invite some professors to talk about the issues now in our world. For example, the greenhouse gases or for the climate change, and to introduce it to our students. Also, for example, we maybe make about some posters to appeal for our students to mind of the environmentally friendly and also to have a green life. Yes.
Any other questions from any of you guys?
Okay, thank you so much. The above is our sharing, so if you are interested, you can contact us after the session. Thank you for your sharing. Thank you.
Don't get away just yet, guys.